Dear students, this is module number 77 for the subject of strategic human resource management. And in this module we will continue the applications of the resource based view to the firm. And what is different in this module, we will talk about human processes and human systems advantage, or in other words, the advantage through human processes and human system. Boxall and Purcell, one of the dominant um, research strategy group in the field of HR, they argue that the HR processes and practices can, in their own right, be a source of competitive advantage. For example, we said that in the previous modules that there might be a synergistic effect and that can create a new source that is a social capital advantage, or the capabilities of an employees can be a source of competitive advantage, or the competencies of employees, knowledge, skills and abilities can be a source of competitive advantage. These all are resources which are hard to copy and hard to imitate. What we mean here, we say that HR processes or practices can in their own right be a source of competitive advantage. If you have a sensible HR practices, that can be a source of competitive advantage. How we will see that? The human processes advantage rests on the organization's ability to configure HR systems. I hope you guys remember sometimes in the past I talked about high involvement work processes, high performance work processes, and high commitment work processes. What were those processes? Those processes suggest us that we should configure these modules or these type of HR systems that can generate a particular HR system aimed to achieve a particular goal or objective, performance, involvement, or commitment of the employees. So Bowen and Ostroff in 2004, one of the most dominant research article in the field, they suggest that there are some process factors and there are some content factors. For the HR practices, there are some process factors and there are some content factors. What is the process? It means that how the HR practices are designed or developed. So we say how the HR system is designed and administered. What was or what is the process adapted by the organization? The process to design the HR system. So process itself can be one part or source of a competitive advantage. Because we said that organizational capital is the processes. So second thing is content factors. When we talk about the contents, we are talking about the actual practices or actual content of the HR. That is the HR policies and HR practices. So policies and practices themselves can be a source of competitive advantage, provided if they have been configured in a system through a gentle process or through a process which is suitable to your organization. So similarly, Wright et al., Wright and his colleagues, they argue that human systems can be a source of advantage. Why and how? That the system refers to the alignment of people skills and motivation with organization systems, structures, and processes. So this can be a source of competitive advantage provided if there is an alignment of the people's skills and abilities and motivation with the organizational requirements. You keep on developing and you keep on trying to figure out how the employees can be a source of competitive advantage, but it may not able to generate or yield a competitive advantage if that is not something what an organization requires. So in processes, rather than simply employing the right people, you may be employing the people who have the right set of capabilities, skills, and knowledge. Does that thing guarantee that your organization can have a sustainable competitive advantage? Unless you do not align those skills or the motivation level of your employees with the organization or with the organizational goals and strategies. Thank you.